It was just excitement, an era of excitement and creating something new and watching the scholarship grow.
The founding society, as I recall, was Robert Cumming, who was at the Oak Ridge National Laboratory, and also people like Ram Upaluri, also at Oak Ridge, and then some people who were interested in energy and nuclear power issues, like Chauncey Starr and Chris Whipple, risk assessment people like Warner North, and also Curtis Travis, who was very instrumental in getting the journal really on solid footing. He was an early editor. The journal is a very important element of the society. It is the way that members communicate with one another and with the world, in addition, of course, to the annual meeting. So the annual meeting was very important in getting scientists from different disciplines to meet one another, listen to one another, respect one another. A meeting has always been a lively and important forum for interdisciplinary communication.
For my very first conferences, I remember being very intimidated and thinking that I had to kind of put on a show. And it took me a while to figure out that actually, the people that I got to know through the conferences were friends. And it was more like going to a family reunion than trying to sell somebody something.
I loved it that the meetings were always in that, end of the first week, beginning of the second week of December. And we would be going to these different places. And for me, just being the holiday time, being at hotels where they were just fully decorated for the holiday season was such a wonderful, uplifting experience. And I think it enhanced the camaraderie that I felt towards my colleagues and just made it a very festive time period.
We would have the chance to basically talk. It was not so much a single social event, but it was the sessions, breaking out, creating sessions amongst disciplines.
I've really enjoyed all the meetings, and I did a term on the council, and certainly with that, the various bonding experiences we had between members of the council were all quite memorable.
Many of the problems that society is facing are very much risk-related. I think it's really important that the society is interdisciplinary because the problems and the solutions are both going to be interdisciplinary.
And the other thing in particular that's very interesting about the society is it brings together people from a lot of different specialties who might not have interacted with each other before. For example, lawyers, engineers, social scientists, toxicologists, industrial hygienists, chemists.
From pretty early days, the society was already very interested in improving representation of women and encouraging participation of women.
The ability of the society to move from issue to issue to issue and still apply and develop the concepts of risk analysis, risk communication, risk perception, and that ability to move and develop the field as the issues moved.
The whole area and structure of risk analysis encourages clarity of scientific presentation. What do we know and what do we not know? As we walk through the steps of analysis, it's science-based, it's factually based, it is seeking the truth, it is seeking honesty. And the gaps define what we need to do next to create greater certainty.
I think risk analysis is incredibly relevant right now. I think it's always relevant though, because there's clearly no time in our lives when we don't face risks and we don't have to have a good framework for making decisions about those risks. Not only was it relevant in the past and is it relevant currently, but of course it's going to be relevant in the future.
The risk doesn't go away, it shifts in form and nature, and it's important to have people like the members of the Society of Risk Analysis who have broad and diverse perspectives to work together to deal with the ever-changing world of risk.
Happy 40th anniversary. Sorry we'll only be able to meet virtually this year, but hopefully on to 41 in person.
Happy 40th anniversary, SRA. I think you're a great organization, and I love how multidisciplinary SRA is and welcoming, and I can't wait for being in person again.
I certainly congratulate the Society of Risk Analysis. 40 years of achievement, 40 years of growth, and 40 years of wonderful contributions to the international sciences that have formed and continue to form the foundations for informing and analyzing and seeking the truth to go forward to meet the challenges that we face in this coming century and beyond.
Happy anniversary to SRA, and I hope there are many more anniversaries to come for this important society.